Oh my gosh, you guys, good morning. My hair is all being crazy today. How is everybody? I hope well. And I just want to make sure I'm live over here on my... Ooh, and I am. It's going well. It's going well. Looks like I could use a little color. I must have moved it all off when I drank my coffee. Oh, you guys, I have a fun project for us today. So, couple of things. Be watching my newsletter this next coming week. It'll have the updated and the registration available for the spring retreat. Hey, Nancy, good morning. It'll have the registration form for the spring retreat, which is going to be held back at Dennis Drum and Wine Company. Lots of space. It's a beautiful facility. And it's going to be on Saturday this time instead of Sunday. So Saturday from 1 to 4 on January 21st. So I will put this down here so you can see it and save the date. Let's swipe down to my workstation. Okay, so here we have it, the spring retreat. And just know that we would love to have you. It's really fun. And you can check in with other attendees or retreat goers. Who else do I have on? I see Nancy has said good morning, but I can see that I have a lot more viewers on. So pop in, say hi, whatever. Be sure to share, be sure to like. That helps grow my audience. So down on the bottom, you'll see a share button and you'll see a like button. Hey, good morning, Janine. How are you? Are you at your lake place this morning? All right, so today I am going to share with you a project that uses an upcoming bundle from the new mini that'll be coming in January, the 2023. Good morning, Colleen. Oh, Janine, you're lucky because it's wet and it's cold. Good morning, Donna. So anyway, the warm welcome bundle. You guys, this is so cute. At first when I saw it, it was like, really? Yeah, really. So I'm going to show you a little quick card that uses this. And then, like I said, this will be coming. It'll be available to customers starting November 1st. But it is going to be in the 2023 January to June mini. So it's just a little sneak peek at some products, okay? All right. And this, I should back up. I should tell you. It is a photopolymer stamp set, 20 stamps. And then there's also coordinating dies. And they are cute. There's little numbers so you can personalize the house number for a new homeowner, home buyer. There's presents. There's a little bouquet with like an arm reaching in. I'm going to show you one that I did with World Card Making Day, and it looks like this. Isn't that adorable? Look at the arms reaching in, toasting their coffee. Isn't this perfect for Coffee and Create with Brenda? And then the little banner says, let's spend some time together. Good morning, Donna. Oh, yay. I've got lots of people on this morning. And then just a little iridescent pearl for the doorknob. How good is that? I love it. And then this door was really cool. You did it using blending brushes, and you just blended some mint macaron and the fresh freesia. And then you kind of got this two-tone door look. I think it's adorable. So let me show you what I have for us to put together today. And like I said, it's really introducing this new bundle. So I will be using the Gingham Cottage 12 by 12 paper. This is a beautiful set, or a beautiful pack of paper, and it's a lot of paper, as you can see. So you get there's 16, is that right? Yeah, 16 double-sided designs. So the total pack of paper has 48 sheets of 12 by 12. Very, very cool. Very, very good for the holiday season, with it being Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. And look at all of the colors that it coordinates with. It's a great pack of paper. So that's what I'm going to be using today, and I chose to use the So Saffron sheet. So here's what I have for papers. I have a piece of thick basic white cardstock cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's just going to be our card base. And I'm really happy to see that this one is cut properly, because when I was doing my sample, it was like, what did I do? These didn't even, it doesn't even fold in half. All right, so here's a piece of, I was telling you, the So Saffron Gingham Cottage. And when you flip it, you've got this, the other design. So I have one piece of this cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I have another piece that's cut at 1.5 by 4. And it's the same paper, except I want to use this smaller checked side. Okay, so there's that. And then I have some scraps. I have a, well, this isn't really a scrap, it's a half a sheet of, but you don't need this much. If you have a scrap, that works great. I just didn't have a small piece. And I have a scrap of So Saffron and a scrap of basic white. And then, of course, a medium-size envelope. So let me show you a few things about this set, okay? Is what I want to do first, and I saw that I left my stamp over here, but is what I want to do is, hold on. I left my chamois on the table over here. I just want to clean my stamp, which I didn't do after I used it, because I want to show you something with this. All right. So, to put this door on a block, you can see it's photopolymer, and it can become misshapen, right? And we have a die that fits it, so we want the die to be able to cut it out perfectly. So is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip it over and just kind of drop it like that, okay? Because I want to pick it up so that it's square, and it's going to match my die. So the ink colors I'm using today are the Memento Tuxedo Black, the Early Espresso, and So Saffron. And then the only embellishments I have for this is I'm using some of the Simply Elegant trim. This comes in a 2-pack with silver and gold, and I'm going to be using the gold trim. And then the other thing I wanted to grab, because these are beautiful, just wait till you see. So there's another new bundle that's available right now just for demonstrators, and it's called Fitting Florets, and it's amazing. There's oval dies, there's beautiful, beautiful paper, 2 stamp sets. It's a collection, and it is gorgeous. So one thing I want to just say while I'm out here this morning, I know that I do have a couple team members on, but if you are not a member of my team and you would like to be a member of my team, now is a great time to join. It's $99. You get to choose $155 worth of product, and you can add this bundle or the fitting florets bundle. And these are the embellishments from that. It's a collection actually, but the fitting florets gold adhesive backed swirls. And I don't think you can really see how beautiful these are, but I'm going to put that on there for my doorknob, and it is amazing. All right, so let's go. I was telling you about the door and how to get that on. I'm going to take my early espresso ink, and I'm going to ink this up, and I'm just going to turn it over and stamp it. So there's our door and our door frame. Very cool, right? So let's bring in next, there's a die in the set that fits right inside this doorway. So you can cut it out and then you can put paper behind to make it look like wallpaper, or like on this sample you can just leave it white and have the arms reaching in sharing coffee. But for this one, I'm just going to cut this little door frame separately with the basic white, and I'm going to take my Memento ink, and there is a little kitten in this set. Now, do I wish it was a puppy? Yes, I do, because as many of you know, I got a new puppy, and she is adorable, if I don't say so myself. So I'm just going to stamp that little kitten, and I'm going to color her with the light. I guess this is actually the, is this the light? Yeah, light. Perfect. I'm going to color her with the light smoky slate. I want to have like a little gray kitten. Just coloring her in. And you guys, with your Stampin' Blends, this is an alcohol-based marker. You always want to use the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. This is an archival ink, fade resistant. You need this, and you do not want to use the regular water-based, and you do not want to use StazOn, the solvent ink, because they will smear. So Tuxedo Black is the deal. All right, we're ready to die cut, so let's do that. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and emboss, and I'm just going to lay these out on my piece here, on my platform. So I'm going to push that up, because then I want to take the heart that's in that set with my, let's see, what did I do with my scrap of So Saffron? There it is. Alright, did we move stuff? Not bad. I'm just going to put my heart right up here, and then I'm going to lay this across the bottom, and let's put the door on there. And I just want to use a little piece of the Post-it note tape, because I am cutting, you can get this on Amazon, you can get it at the office shop, you can get it lots of places, Target, wherever. But it's really, really nice because you can just put it on and it holds your dies in place. And now I'm going to take my cutting plate And we're just going to wheel this through. And that cracking, popping noise is normal. A lot of times the first time you're doing that, you're like, oh my gosh, I broke something. No, you did not. And now, in one swoop through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, I have all of my little die cuts. And then you guys know me, I have a tendency to lose dies. So I have this little metal magnetic bowl that I love. So when I'm done die cutting, I just put my dies, see how nice that Post-it note tape just peels off and it doesn't rip your paper. Okay, and I just put my dies in my magnetic bowl, and then I'm not looking for them later. There's little poke out holes on your dies if you need them. And the point on your, the piercing point on your take your pick tool works perfectly for that. Right, get this out of the way. I do not see anybody with any questions. Oh, good morning, Beth. Yay, I'm glad you're here. All right, so piece of gingham cottage, like I said, 4 by 5 1/4. Another piece of the same paper, just I'm using the opposite side, 1 1/2 by 4. My card base. So is what I'm going to do first is I'm going to wrap this gold trim, the Simply Elegant Gold, around my card. I know I want the bow on the right side of my card, so I'm going to leave the tail over there. I'm going to wrap it around twice, and then I'm just going to take my tail and we'll tie a bow. I'm going to show you something about this cording in just a minute too. So if you have trouble working with it, because the cording can be a little bit stiff, alright, let me just snip this with my ribbon scissor. I'm going to show you a little something about this cording. So on the inside of it, if you want it to be more flexible, more pliable, you can just kind of open up that end like that a little bit. And I don't have my really good cheaters on, but inside there's some little white, in this case kind of a yellow, cord that you can pull out of there like a core, and then it makes this much easier to work with. It's not as springy, stiff, whatever you want to call it, rigid. And then you can tie really nice bows with that. Okay? Alright, so there's that. I wasn't planning on sharing that, but you know how stuff comes up when you're crafting, right? Alright, I'm just going to give this a little spin because I want my bow over to the right just a little more. And as how I did that is I just pinched it together to loosen, slid it where I wanted it to be, and now I've got what I want. I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this, and I'm just going to center that right on my card base. Okay. I'm going to take my piece of I don't know what I did with my piece of basic, oh there it is, basic white that I had die cut. I'm going to take my tuxedo black, and there's this adorable little saying that says, "My door is always open for you," which, you know what? Yes, it is. So there's that. And what have you not heard of, Janine? Pulling out the core on that trim? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so by cutting this out, this is going to fit perfectly on the inside of my door. And I really wanted to jazz this one up a little bit. I felt like my sample was a little bit plain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some So Saffron, and I'm going to take that little heart that's in the stamp set, and I'm just going to bring some of that color inside the door frame. And the other thing I wanted to try with this, and I should have done it before I put my piece on there, but oh well, we'll just try it, and if it works, great, and if not, I will fix it up later. But I'm going to take one of our blending brushes, and I want to pick up, I stamped the door in Early Espresso, but I don't really want what I'm about to do to be as dark as Early Espresso, so I'm going to bring in some crumb cake, and I'm going to see, let's see, maybe if I just cover this with a piece of scrap paper so that I don't get it where I don't want it, is what I'm going to do is pick up some crumb cake ink on my blending brush, and I just want to start to add a little bit of blend to the door. And I think that's going to add a little bit more depth and dimension to our door. I like that a lot better. It just needed to be brought up a little bit, or like a little bit of a shadow to make it look more realistic. And I'll show you the card side by side as soon as I'm done here. All right, I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of our 1.5 by 4 inch strip, and I'm just going to put that right down here, like so. And then let's add some dimensionals. Of course we're going to add dimensionals, right? Put those on. On our door. And we're going to pop that up because I want it to be our focal point. Like we'll put it like that on our card. And then we can add a dimensional to our So Saffron heart that we die cut. These hearts, you guys, are going to be adorable for Valentine's Day with this little doorway. I can't wait, because I think you could set this up so that it opens. And then when it opens, you would just have like this door full of hearts. Wouldn't that be fun? So I'm going to put that little heart kind of right in here by our bow. Like one fell out, right? Okay. And then let's put a dimensional on our kitty. And put her right here, right outside the door. So there it is. All right, I told you I was going to put them side by side. Oh, hold on. So we've got this envelope, right? Right. And you know the story here at Create with Brenda. No naked envelopes. Did you hear my little puppy back there playing with her toy? Yeah, she's in the background today. My husband is off with the guys. They picked him up to take him along on it's dock weekend. That our guy friends all get together and take docks out this weekend. So he is kind of the elder of the group. So they pick him up and he gets to supervise. All right. All right, let's see what Janine says. Yes, the cord. Yeah, right? So, anyway, hearts on the envelope. Gives them a little peek at what's inside. My door is always open for you. And then let's grab those really pretty gold adhesive backed swirls. Now remember, this is a new collection that's coming to customers next month. And let's put our gold little doorknob on there. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, so let's bring in the other sample. And remember, this is the one, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but let's try it anyway. So, you see how I took the blending brush and blended the door so it gave it some texture, some depth. And then this one is just the plain. So in the comments below, tell me, do you like the blended door with the added hearts, or do you like the plain with just the crumb cake door? And then is what I'll do is I will mail this card. I'll do a drawing for whoever comments, okay? And that'll close. Let's do a close of noon today. So I'm going to close it at noon. So comment now, and then I will mail whichever card wins, and whoever wins the drawing, I will mail this card to you. All right, you guys, happy Saturday. Thank you again for joining me. So happy you're here. Okay, Donna, Beth, Maggie, good morning. Yeah, it's a lot more welcoming, isn't it? All right, girls, you're going in the drawing. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and here's to a little more coffee today. All right, until next week. Bye for now.